everybody, how's everybody doing today? I hope we have guests, or I hope I'm on live. I don't see. Oh, okay, there I saw it. The viewers number was not populating. It was still at 0. I'm thinking, have I already been booted off of YouTube by YouTube? My show's already been canceled before it even started. So yes, we're back here streaming live, episode 89, Streaming Matters, folks. Thank you for joining the show. What's up, Redneck? You like my shirt? Yep, it's 4th of July. Got to wear me an America shirt. I'm America. Bob, nice to see you. Thank you. Shiver me timbers. Yes, on deck. Excuse me. Alban, what's up? Eddie, what's up? Bass, thanks for joining over there on the side. Can UK gal, thank you for joining. Let's see who else we got over here. Michael Trooper, thanks for Trooper as always watching. Thank you for watching over there and kind of keep an eye on the side chat. Mandy, thanks for joining. So here we go. Let's see what's happening today. Red 79, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching, you guys. I don't have a whole lot this week. I haven't seen too much stuff going on. I've got a few things we can talk about. Maybe we'll just see what rabbit hole we run down. We'll just see what happens and what we talk about. Look, it already went to my screensaver. Get back over to there. So hopefully we got something going on. Hopefully everybody, maybe some people got some questions. And I know that last week, wasn't it last week that I got booted off? Show got prematurely edited. Just was canceled in midstream, and it was weird. Streaming Wizard said something about, I don't think we're live anymore. And I look and I see the number was 0. I'm like, that's weird, because sometimes there's glitches on my little screen that shows up here. And yeah, sure enough, YouTube pulled the show due to a complaint by somebody. Said they had a complaint. I don't know what the complaint was. I don't know who complained, but YouTube saw it fit to pull the video, to cancel it, and then send me a letter saying, or an email saying that I had 7 days to decide what I want to do, or to remove the content, or the video would be deleted. I looked through the show and couldn't figure out what they were talking about, or what violation I had made. So I wrote a little blog to them and said, can you do it? And the only thing I could think of is that I had a minor on the show and we were swearing. That was my guess. And said that I would edit that last 15 minutes off the show, that if that was the issue. But I thought it was pretty odd that I was trying to support someone that was in the community and on YouTube, and that I was trying to support him, and he has his own channel, and didn't realize that having somebody on there was causing the problem. So I don't know what it was, but YouTube gave me a back and said, your video has been reinstated. So I still stuck to what I had told them that I would do, which was remove the last 15 minutes. And again, King Webb was on there and he talked about some stuff. I sent him a message. Maybe he might be able to be here. I'm not sure, but and then I removed, again, King Webb was on and Streaming Wizard was on. So yeah. Tech Review says he had Streaming Wizard on. They didn't say anything. I mean, my only thinking is we were 2 hours into the show, and you guys know when we get the show going, sometimes after we've had a few beverages and we're having fun and we're cutting up and joking, maybe it was because we were swearing and someone had posted a complaint and they watched it and then we were swearing. I don't know. YouTube, they don't tell you why they pull your video or take it down. They just say you broke rules or you broke guidelines. That's it. And so you don't know exactly what you did wrong. You just know you did something wrong. So maybe you said something about the pain in the butt you were having with an API. Maybe, but we've talked about that numerous times. So I'm not sure. People are saying that I use the Kodi word or whatever. I don't even think it's that. Because we've used that word numerous times. And granted, my videos normally get limited. limited advertising, but I don't care. But it just seemed weird that they removed it while it was live stream. So, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, some adult beverages. Yeah, it was wine o'clock. It was wine o'clock. I know Blue was having her wine. I was having my beers, and just actually was a good conversation. And we actually, King Webb was on there. We're talking about some different stuff, about some things that were happening in the for people for subscriptions. I mean, it was all legit stuff too. That's what was the weirdest thing. Um, so I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. I reinstated it, removed the part that I thought maybe was offensive. Who knows? So thanks, Tech Reviews, for joining the show. Steve Franklin, thank you. Bittersweet, hello, my dear. Thank you for joining the show on the side. DJ Themes, The Beach, thank you for joining over there. Shrinking Sharon. Oh, Chip Tech, thanks for joining. So yeah, thanks for you guys. Matrix rolling in here. Nice to see you, bud. Nice to see you. Yeah, I am a bad boy, I guess. Oh no, it was the Blue Chews. I don't know. Yeah. Tim. Well, handle that air handler. This is not the time of the year to have air handler issues. So get in there and take care of that. Funster, thanks for joining the show on the side. And oh, Terror. What's up? What's up? Hey, we're going to have a little chit chat. All right. So let's see what's going on, y'all. Let's, anybody that would like to join the show, if you got some stuff you'd like to talk about, streaming information, hit me up. I will send you a link. Because I'm not sure where we're going to go with a lot of this. I did have somebody messaged me this week about some of the stuff we talked about on when we were talking about Premiumize. Some of the things that that we needed that I wasn't unaware of, and let me pull up there. James Burton pulled up sent me a text the other day and said he wasn't sure. He liked the video that we talked about when we were talking about the different services and some of the hold on a second. Let me get to. And again, I haven't delved into this stuff because I haven't done it. So I haven't made a video on this stuff until I really play around with it and get a feel for it. One of the things he said he wasn't sure if we were aware that Premiumize can automate downloads with Usenet through Sonar and SAB's NZB. If you have an indexer, you can also automate torrent downloads with Premiumized app for the PC. And he said that there's an app for the Windows. It's called Premiumizer, and it's also on GitHub. But he was talking about using automation on it, and he says for automation for torrents, you set up a black hole through Sonar along with Jacket. It grabs the torrent link, sends it to the Premiumize, downloads it, and once it's finished, so it almost can do what some people will use a seed box for to automate. And that was one of some of the pluses when in the past we've talked about Plex and that automation that Radar and Sonar give you of being able to put in shows or movies that you are waiting for in it to automatically do it. So he was talking about Premiumize being able to be one of those things that can be plugged into that system. And then I'm not positive on it because I haven't done it yet, but he was talking about using it with Usenet and Indexer. If you have a Usenet indexer, you can use Premiumize for your Usenet provider, which I have a Usenet provider. It doesn't pull really great results. So I'm wondering how I can implement that because my results are not as good as I find with like things when people pull in from Easy News and stuff like that. So that's something I need to learn about. I'm hoping at some point that some people that have more knowledge might be able to sit down with me in a video chat and to knock around some question and answers, me to ask what's going on with this. How does that work? Why does it work like that? So that I completely understand it. So then maybe I could make a video to explain it for more people to understand it. Because sometimes when one person says something, you don't understand it, but then the same person or a different person can say something a little bit differently and it makes sense to you. So I'm hoping in the next couple weeks that maybe I can get together with some people that can help me set up this automation. And I know that O'Neill had said something about that a couple when we were talking about Premium. I said you could use sonar and radar, and I haven't been able to get with him to figure that out. I would love to figure that out, to just get an idea on around, to wrap my head around how that all works and how explain it to people. Maybe it might work for their needs, because not any one service or one way of doing things fits everybody. You've got to figure out what works for you. What works for me may not work for you. That may not work for somebody else. So just giving people options, and I'm hoping to do that in the very near future. So again, premiumized, linked with black hole and sonar and radar. That if you guys have some information on that, if you would like to get with me on a video chat, not live, but on a video chat, I'm willing to sit down and to try to wrap my head around it, take some notes on it. If you're willing to jump on a show, again, I have my panel is wide open for people that want to come on a show, share their knowledge, share what they've learned to help others. And because if people have a premiumized account and they're like, well, I didn't even know I could do those things. I remember when I had a real debrid account for over a year and a half, and never knew that I could add my own magnet links in there and download them myself. I never knew that I could do that. And that was one of the reasons why I made a video short a while after I'd learned that, because I'm thinking, if I didn't know it, maybe other people don't know it. So, hey, if you guys are wanting, if you have some knowledge on that and you're willing to share, hit me up, and then I will do my best to share that news out with everybody else. Kyle, what's up, bud? I see Kyle's in the side chat. Alban, oh yeah, happy Friday. Let's see, Kilgore, thank you for joining the show. Let's see. Redneck says, love Premiumize, took a free 2-week trial all for EDZ News also. Okay. A lot of people have bought some Easy News subs, and I looked on their website and they had a special going on. If you guys could post it over there, wasn't it like $6.99 for unlimited, if I'm not mistaken, from what I'd seen on some of the posts? But when I looked on the website, I didn't see that information. So if anybody has any information on that, post it in the side chat. And I do, like I said, I do know they had a 4th of July special going on at Easy News. Let's see. Alban says $2.99. So Alban, that's not the price on the website. So do you have to already have an account and then you can upgrade it to that, or is it at the end when you finalize your bill that they add that? Like, Kyle's the best show on YouTube every week. It is the best show. Thank you, Kyle. Can UK Gal says, I just buy a block of accounts from my indexers, so no monthly fee. And again, I have to, I'll tell you what I know and I'll tell you what I don't know. I have a news group account. It was a very inexpensive one. It doesn't pull really, really good results, but it was inexpensive. And I bought a 2-year subscription, I think. And, but I don't use it to its full abilities and what its expectations could be. I know I could use it for more than what I'm using it for, because I just use it once in a while to download a few things here and there, but I don't use it all the time. So I probably, well, not probably, I do need to learn more about how to use it and use it properly to get more value out of it, because it sits on my computer all the time. I actually downloaded some stuff today. I downloaded some riff tracks. And for any of my folks that know riff tracks, that if you were a Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan, riff tracks is the next evolution of Mystery Science Theater 3000. Alban says with a link, that's how he did it. Okay, so they must have sent it to you through an email or something like that. Okay, and Redneck says he's waiting on his link. Okay, and Alban says he got his within an hour. So yeah, so yeah, $38 a year, which is Easy News. Again, one of the nice things about Easy News is that it does offer. There's several add-ons that offer integration to that, and Shadow being one of them. But there is others that you're able to integrate that into add-ons. So that is one of the benefits of being able to use some of these news groups. And some of some, some of the people that use these services swear by them, say they're great. Let's see. So let me take a look, see if anybody has messaged me on TO Telegram. All right. I don't see anybody messaging me on Telegram. So that was one thing that I had this week. I also have noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed the price increase that YouTube TV is now going to $65. And this is we were talking about this on the part of the show that edited out last week. We were talking about some of the services, and King Webb had brought up some of the information about some of the services and some of the things that some of these streaming services had added, features and channels and this and that. And like the Peacock, which is getting ready to come out, which is the NBC one. And we were talking about a lot. The way I see it going, we're headed in a direction where if people are cord cutters and they think I'm gonna save some money, you could very well end up spending more money in the a la carte thing. And I'll use an example, an analogy to this is: have any of you guys ever been to like a cafe, like one of those cafes where you walk down the line and you put the items on your plat on your tray? You know, you're walking along, you're like, "Oh, yeah, I want some roast beef." "Yeah, oh, yeah, roast beef, want the roast beef." And they put it on a plate, and you're like, "Oh, gotta have mashed potatoes with my roast beef." So they put some mashed potatoes on there, and you get to the next one. "Oh, I love me some corn. I love that. That corn looks so delicious. I'll take a cup of corn." They put the cup of corn in there. "Yeah, I do like carbs." So then you get down to the next thing. "Okay, all right. Oh, gotta have a roll. Gotta have a nice buttered roll." You see that nice shiny butter roll and so you set that butter roll on your plate, and you go down the line. "Ah, well, let's see. I gotta have a dessert." "Oh, yeah, dessert. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a dessert. There's Boston cream pie." And you set that on your plate or on your tray. You walk down there. "Well, I've got all this food, but I don't really have anything green. Oh, so I'm gonna get a salad." You know, you see a little bowl of salad. So you grab that bowl of salad and you set it on your plate. You move down the tray and you get to the end there, and of course you got to get a drink. All right, so you get your drink, you set your drink on the tray, and you get to the register. And like again, I don't know if all of you guys have been to these kind of cafes. Down here in the South, we have these cafes called K&W. And so you walk to the end of the line, and then the cashier looks at all the things that you got on your plate, hits all the numbers. And at the end, you find out that you've got $13 worth of food sitting on your tray when you never go anywhere and get $13 worth of food unless you're going to a steakhouse or something. But if you're just going to some regular foods, you're never going to eat that much food. But all of a sudden, now you are spending $13, $14 on one tray of food that you're like, wait a minute, whoa, where did that $13 or $14 come from? And they're like, well, the roast beef was $4, and the Boston cream pie, that was $2.99, and don't forget your drink, that was $1.99, and this and that. Next thing you know, they've nickel and dime you, or your piece and piece and piece and piece. Next thing you know, you're at that 13, 14, $15. You're like, how did I ever get there? But that's going to happen with these streaming services, and that's going to happen, folks, because you've got people that I've got to have Disney Plus. How many of these people? DJ says, "What about the biscuits and gravy?" It's not morning when I was getting this food, DJ. This was like in the evening, so I was having my lunch or my dinner, so that's why there was no biscuits and gravy. A smorgasbord. So the thing is with these streaming services, that's what's going to happen here, guys. That and ladies, that's what's going to happen here. We're going to go in here, and people are going to be like, "Well, I got to have Disney Plus." Well, Disney Plus is cheap right now, so even if you're paying for it, what is it, $6, $8 a month or something like that, introductory price. So let's say I wrote this down. Let's say you do the Disney ESPN Plus Hulu package, $13 for year one. $13 for a month for the first year. That does not mean going forward. So you're paid $13 a month. That doesn't get you any live TV. So let's say you're like, well, I need live TV. Well, what's live TV? YouTube TV is $65, or you have your option of Hulu TV, which is $55. Um, Let me see, what is Sling right now? Let me take a look. Let's see what they are. I thought that they were $20 or $30. But that again, with that, there's certain channels you're gonna get and certain channels you're not. Uh Sling TV, da 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 da. Starting Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So just $30 a month. It used to be $20 a month. That's interesting. It used to be their low package was $20 a month. Now their low package is $30 a month. And they have two. They have either the blue or the yellow. Blue being, what's the difference? Well, it looks like, all right, so it looks like the orange has a little bit more sports stuff. So a little bit more sports stuff in the orange and a little bit more news stuff maybe in the blue, but 50 well, all right, so okay, so 30, that's 3 streaming devices, 50 channels for the blue. One device, 30 channels for the yellow or the orange, but that gives you the ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN3, Stadium. So again, all right, so you're talking about this. So you're going to spend, let's say, $30. So there's $30 out of your pocket. You're not even getting locals. So with YouTube TV, you're getting the locals. So if you're a person and you're like, oh, I got to have Netflix. Everybody's got to have Netflix. You know, what's that? $12 a month or something like that. You could be $65, $12, $13. Next thing you know, you're all over $100 in streaming services where you were a cord cutter and you were looking to save some money. And that's only going to go higher because once your year of trial price of Disney's over, it's going to jump. It's not going to stay no $13. I promise you that. So you got to be aware of these costs and what you're signing up for. And you say, it's $8 a month. That's $9 a month. That's $12 a month. Not a big deal. But if you start stacking all these services, you're talking the price is going to get high. So just be aware of this, y'all, when we're talking about cutting the cord and streaming and saving money. Sure. But these cable companies and then again, then I didn't even mention, all right, so then what if you want the Peacock thing? And what if you want the CBS? CBS has a thing. What about didn't Marvel or no, DC had a service that they were pushing. It's that and again, we haven't even talked about, well, what about the NFL packages or the basketball package or the NBA package? I mean, it's going to be, you're going to see people not paying attention but be dropping 100, 150 bucks a month in streaming services. So just be aware, just keep your eye on on situations, because I can see it getting out of control really quick. And then when I hear people complain about the cost of a debrid service or Premiumize or all debrid or whatever one of those services, they're like, oh, I didn't pay in all that. Okay, all right, well then don't pay all that. You're going to pay that every single month easily. And then with IPTV is even, again, even if you paid for a high-end IPTV that are overpriced and not worth what they're offering, still not going to be some of the costs that these, if you start breaking up all your services. Just be aware. I see it coming. I just see it coming. Just see it. Give it in another year or two, and you're going to have these cord cutters that are spending more now than they were before. Let's see here. Eddie, no salt and pepper. No salt and pepper on my mashed potatoes. Look, now everyone's gotten hungry since I was talking about it. Hey, Clifford. Too hungry to think about streaming now. See, Redneck says, he's going to stick with that. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Ed. What's up? Charles, how nice to see you over there. Bob John Doe. Okay, nice to see you, Bob. Or John, or Mr. Doe. Not sure which one. And Mandy saying debrid is well worth the money, and she's cheap, and I'm cheap. And this is one thing that Paul's exactly correct. I had a guy, one of our coworkers came by today, and I set up a 4K Fire Stick for him. Showed him how it worked. Got that all set up, and then explained the pros and cons of a debrid service. And I'm not here to sell it because I don't make no money off of it. Just give you the options, show them the difference between with it, without, and the costs. You decide. But I said, I've had it for 5+ years, and I won't ever let it lapse. It will never lapse. I mean, I even have 2 of those services because I got a good deal on it. So it just, yeah, definitely. For me, it's worth the money, but each person has to decide what's worth the money. I know so many people argue that about, I want Kodi was free. I want everything free. Okay, stick with free. And you know what? I'm gonna be halfway through the movie before you find your link. Let's see. Can you, Cal Gal says, I think it will make people go back to the alternative ways to get content again, like we did before. It was easy to access and pay for it. And I have no issue with Netflix and Hulu's and this and that. I am a proponent, and I will encourage people to get those services if that fits your needs. If that fits your needs, get it, enjoy it, watch what you want to watch, enjoy all of what you have and as long as that's the content that fits your needs. But just be aware, if you keep stacking all them things, it can get a little bit crazy with price. Oh, you know what? I didn't send a link. I mean, I'll send out a few of my links out to. I forgot to send one out to Miss Blue. I'm gonna get in trouble. And send one here. And but yeah, we just need to be careful, y'all. Just be careful of the costs. And just be aware, because I feel like it's gonna sneak up on people. Let's see. Oh, Ed likes my shirt. Thank you. Woot.com. Woot.com. I highly promote that website. And I don't get any kickbacks. I'm not going to give an affiliate link where you can buy the stuff and I get my kickback. But if you want some funny shirts, I have numerous shirts from Woot, and I love them. If you guys remember my donut shirt, the one with the 2 cream-filled donuts, got that off of Woot. The Marvel, what was it? The superhero periodic table, got that off Woot. The Star Wars periodic table, got that from Woot. Numerous shirts off of Woot. So Woot, I think it's woot.com. Let me double check that for y'all. Let's see. WOOT. Yes, woot.com. Check it out. It's a great site for some shirts. Not as good as the shirts that Alban gets, because he gets his from the X-Rated store. If anybody that follows our Wednesday show, he gets it from I don't know where he gets his shirts, but they are hilarious. You got to watch Wednesday's Player Pass shows to catch his shirts every Wednesday. His shirts are everyone's waiting, and we're putting a lot of pressure on him because he's on every week now, so he's got to keep coming up with new shirts. So let's see who else we got over here. Yeah, Mandy said, "Yep, is well worth it." Almost impossible without debrid, and it isn't impossible, but it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and there's nothing worse than to be partially through a show and start to have buffering. That you're 30 minutes into a show and everything's going good, and then you're thinking, oh, it's going to fix itself, and then it don't, and then it starts again, and then don't. So, you didn't like my knobby knees, DJ? Shut up. Let's see here. What else we got going on? and Apache is correct on this. Live TV is the crack cocaine in the streaming world, and I just don't touch that stuff. Well, obviously, if you're not a sports person, live TV is not that important. Live TV is important to people that enjoy sports. To be honest, outside of sports, I do not watch live TV. I don't. I even when I'm home. Take that back. I'm lying. I watch on my days off. I watch maybe some Good Morning America and the local news, which I can actually watch off my antenna. So that is live TV that I do watch. And after that, I usually turn my TV off unless I'm watching a particular show or a movie. And I go back to this, and y'all, and this is a rollback memory lane for some of you guys that've been around. You guys remember IPTV Stalker, all right? So let's roll back about 4 years. 4 years ago, live TV on Kodi was pretty much non-existent outside of Sports Devil. Sports Devil was it. Excuse me. Sports Devil was it. If you didn't have Sports Devil, if you weren't using Sports Devil, that was the only place you could get it. And if you've used Sports Devil, you know that it's checking different websites, and then those websites link off to different things. So you're very limited. And if anybody that used Sports Devil back in the day, it was spotty at best, but it was all you had, and you would use it. And if it was a sporting event, you used it until Stalker came out. IPTV Stalker. And Stalker was one of the smartest business models that I had seen, and I said it then. A brilliant, brilliant business model. And they did like a lot of drug dealers do. And that is offer a service that people will like, and you offer it for free. Try it out. We're testing it. This is beta. We're in test phase now. Let us know what you think. Try it. Enjoy it. Get comfortable with it. Get to depend on it. Get used to seeing it every day. That happened for about, I want to say 3 months, maybe a tad bit longer, but I want to say off my memory, it's about 3, maybe 4 months. Stalker was free. Then Stalker said, "Oh, we're not going to offer it free no more. We're going to charge you for it. But it's not going to be much. It's going to be like $3 or $4 a month. You can afford $3 or $4 a month." By then, you already had people hooked on having these easy links. You didn't have to scrape and search all through Sports Devil to find these links. You could just turn on the app and go right to what you wanted to watch. Easy to watch, just like you would a cable channel. And people paid it. Then they had all the Stalker clones where people were copying Stalker numbers or hacking the add-on so that they would hack the key. Then we had the Stalker sellers that were selling Stalker. They would buy a block of accounts, and then they would sell them to people to make their money off of that. And that was those early IPTV sellers. Then we had those same people started lying about the accounts, and they were selling multiple people the same key. So they could buy one key, maybe sell it to 10 people. Think about the cost. Think of the benefits, the profits you make off that. You buy one key, which you're going to make money on to start off with. You're going to make money on the one key. But then you sell it to 10 people. And that happened. And the cycle started, and the wheels started to really spin. And then we had a lot of upstarts. We had some free IPTV services that were out at that point that were free to the community. And then they slowly evolved into starting to charge people too. And then those same services morphed into other services, rebranded, and did that stuff. Now, the majority of users that I know have to have it. They got to have an IPTV service, and I'm guilty too, because when it comes time for my pay-per-view, I want to have it. When it comes time in NFL season, I want to be able to watch my football games. Sorry. That's what I want to watch, and I don't want to have to search through stuff. So if it was a perfect business model. They played it brilliantly, and we, and I include myself, were just victims of their, and we were users, and now we can't live without it. When one service goes down, people just jump over to another service and then jump to another one. So interesting how they did that. And when he says it was is like crack cocaine, you're right, Apache. It If you're back here when the stalker days, that at that time, really, live TV was, people didn't really care that much about it. They didn't care. But that made it important because people that were cord cutters that were used to live TV got that right off the bat. And so they got that and they were used to it. And so now they can't live without it. So what's up, Mr. Albin? So is your mic not working again? No? No hear you. No hear you. You're on mute. I don't know what's going on. All right, I'll let you sort your thing. Sort it out. I'm right here. Roger, I wanted to ask, see if you knew anything about the DVR option now available in Plex using an IP. No, I have not. And I have Plex. I have a Plex account. I have a Plex server on my computer that I play around with. I don't use it on a major basis. I use it for me. I do offer it to other people, but I don't have content as much as other people do. Actually, like I said, I added a bunch of riff tracks to my Plex account just to play around. So I don't know about that one. I'll have to ask in our Plex group and see if people know about that. I do know that I thought that Plex really put a clamp down on IPTV, though. They did that because I thought that Plex really put a clamp down on IPTV, though. I hear myself. All right, so he's got that going on. So I'll have to find out about that, Roger.
Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Yeah? Okay, good. All right,
what's up?
What's up?
Hey.
I jumped in because, well, first off, I gotta say, I wasn't gonna wear one of my shirts on your show on a Friday night because I don't know if it's me or not.
We'll save it for Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll save it for Wednesday. Wednesday they don't bother us, But you remember the last time I was on Streaming Matters and I was talking about that whole thing with using the tract and putting in an actor? You remember we were getting that error?
Yeah. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still have it, or that actor in tract? Did you still have the actor list?
I'm sure I do.
I was messing around today on using the House of Blue build, not the build, but the add-on, and it works there. And I wanted
wait. The House of Blue, that's the one that's in Death Star?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a Jen.
Okay.
So that's a Jen, which is inside Death Star, which is Destiny.
Okay.
You got Destiny, and then you got Death Star that was inside that. So, but that's used in Jen, though.
But it works. Do you have it on there anywhere that you could show?
I'm sure
this way you'll see what I'm talking about with the way the list should look.
Well, let me open up KODI.
Kodi.
Big old code.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to look. I used to have. I gotta look to see if I had Death Star on this build, but let me. All right. I guess I'll show this as I go, huh?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna see all my stuff. Someone asked where Blue was. Blue is out. She is out on the deck with her daughter and her mom, having wine, enjoying the sun.
Okay.
She said she may be by. She said, but I'm gonna go outside with the girls and sit on the deck and enjoy the sun and have a glass of wine. I said, well, knock yourself out. Okay, so let me look in here. I can't remember if I took that off of. Okay, so let me.
Death Star was at top. Oh.
No,
Death Star was on top.
Yeah, but that's his Destiny.
Okay.
Death Star was its own gen, and then he then when Destiny was out, you could actually add a gen add-on inside of Destiny and use its scrapers, and that was just something we did. So yeah, I could have went either way, but I went ahead with this.
Okay.
Well, it'll take a few seconds because it'll still be using the gen.
Okay.
I will have to add my track list, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because
if you don't have it on that. It's been cleared. Okay, let's see. I thought I had to. I don't know if you called it actors or not.
Okay, so maybe. All right, hold on a second. Let me. Let me jump over here. What was that?
90B85 A97.
Let's see. 90B9.
No, B85.
All right, hold on.
A97.
B. Say that again.
85.
Wait.
90.
90.
B.
B.
85.
85.
A.
Yep.
97.
That's too much. I don't need all that. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, didn't I add it to her?
I thought you. Oh, maybe.
All right. So you said go to House of Blue.
House of Blue.
Okay. So that was under
Death Star?
Yeah.
Up top.
Yeah, thanks for help. Okay, so all right, so maybe the Destiny wasn't allowing it, but let's see. Death Star will be House of Blue is in here.
Yeah. And it was doing exactly what I was talking about, and no one like really got what I was talking about.
Do I have to reauthorize it?
Hold on. Go scroll down. No, can't be
I went to my list.
Yeah,
and
that's where it was under mine. Is it giving you an error or just nothing?
No, just give me
nothing. Try see if go back in the if you click on that track search, maybe it might ask you to
No.
Yeah. No. Oh no, it's not.
Wait, you want to say so put a person's name in there?
No. I wanted it to see if it's using tracked or not. Is there a settings in this or not? Not with a gen?
So let's see. Are you using regular Death Star then?
Yeah, I was using regular Death Star.
Okay, all right. Let me back out. I'll try that one.
Okay.
We go that route. Oh, look at there. right, let's go in here. Open. All right, and yeah. All right, so 3E5.
3E5.
All right, hold on a second. All right, hold on. Let me back up. 3E. Oh, so
5.
3.
E5.
Yep.
CE 620.
All right, so we'll go down here to her. Because this is where we added an actress.
Right, and you see? And then now, there it goes.
Huh, alright.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason my being for having a list that way is because this way you can click on the movies, see all the movies that the person is in, and this way you know, oh, well, I gotta watch that. I never knew she was in that, and I gotta watch that movie.
Okay.
And it's easier pulling it from my track stuff than having to go in and type in the name of someone.
Okay. Neat. Well, all right. Well, I'll have to mention this to the developer of Shadow to see how they're linking this in there.
Right.
I'll see
because you know when I saw it work there, I was like, oh, this is great. But unfortunately, I love Shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a great. Have you ever seen this movie?
What movie? The Wrestler. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Great movie. Great.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That's actually been one of my thoughts. I almost made this for Player Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because. Yeah, I was. Yeah, go ahead.
Because a lot of people have not watched that.
And I know.
And I don't know. I like wrestling. You know, I'm a guy that.
Yeah, you know me. I like it too.
Yeah. And I just remember the old Ric Flairs and your Funk Brothers and all those guys that you're thinking, what were they? You think about their life. I think of Jake the Snake Roberts. I see him. I think of Jake the Snake, and I'm thinking, you know how he went through, and just what he ended up with on the back end. You know, those guys that after they were wrestlers for all those years, in being, you were everything, and now you're doing this in some high school gymnasium.
Right.
And I thought Mickey Rourke played a great part in that.
Yeah, he did, and so did what was it, Marissa Tomei that came into that one?
Well, it said Rachel Wood. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Rachel, it said she was in it.
Yeah,
it said it was in the list.
Yeah, it was in that list.
I was like, I don't remember her, but she wasn't very popular back then.
Right.
But yeah, I
was thinking of you the other night because I watched Beer Fest. And I was just peeing myself because, you know, of course, one of the main beer drink guys is Todd. So, you know, if I'll tell anyone, if they haven't seen that movie, go back and watch it. You know,
well, hey, it's kind of like, what was it, Deadpool 2? And he's like, let's name a kid one, just a one name, you know, one name, just one, like Todd. He's like, no, I'd never name my child Todd. Let's see. So I'm going to go down there. Charles says, yeah, Kodi sucks without debrid. It does. Debrid is a must-have. I'm going through the questions here. Yeah, Redneck, I already said. Maybe she said she'd be in a little bit if she got done.
Okay.
What kind of Mickey Mouse operation are you running? Hey, I'm always running Mickey Mouse operations. Always. Hey, happy 4th of July to everybody. JJ Cord Cutter's got here. He made it. It. Feels like, what is someone here? Feels like 98 today. Today was a 98 day. It was a hot one.
Yeah.
39 Celsius there in Niagara Falls.
Wow.
And I was actually talking to, Blue and I were talking about the difference of ocean temperature here in the States. I live in North Carolina. The difference of the ocean temperature here compared to other places. And it was due to the currents. the current runs up the East Coast, gets to North Carolina and Virginia, and then that warm water like actually goes east.
Yeah, by the time it hits me.
The difference between us, our water temperature, and your water temperature is almost 30 degrees.
Yeah.
I looked, it showed the water temperature off the coast of North Carolina, the beach 81 degrees. Water temperature. 81 degrees. That's just unreal. And then you get up to the East Coast and it's in the 50s. 50s high, 60s.
Yeah, maybe it's like 60s here in New York.
And that's cold. When you
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 guys,
little shrinkage going on there. They got the shrinkage factor. That's water's cold, baby. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So I'm looking through here. Let's see. Roger says.
I'm trying to see if I had anything in my notes.
Okay.
I had another.
M3U. It's an M3U list. Okay, so Plex can open M3U lists. So I've not messed with it. I know that some people do. Everyone, are you happy 4th of July? You doing anything for 4th of July?
No, not really. Just sitting around.
I'm gonna go to work, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I ain't got nothing else to do.
I'll run down either out to the beach or up the parkway to watch the fireworks. I can see the fireworks pretty much from the city.
Yeah, they're stopping all of ours around here, man.
They've been going crazy with fireworks here every night, and I think it had something to do with the whole George Floyd thing, but it's just normally, they die down early, but I'm talking 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Just still going at it. Yeah.
You can call the police. Get them damn people out there.
This is New York. Call the police? Are you kidding me?
2 hours later, they're here.
Yeah.
The resurrection of Jake the Snake. I need to look that up there, Andrew.
Yeah. There was another one that they did for like all of the older wrestlers. When I think of the name, I'll let you know.
Roger, he pays attention. Rachel Wood is the daughter when she was like 8.
Okay.
So I remember him having a daughter in that. It really is a good movie.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be a wrestling fan. It's just you see. I guess it reminds me of. Yeah, but it also reminds me of Nebraska in a little ways. That you do that when you get to certain ages, you start to reflect.
Right.
Where you are and what impact have you made? And he was doing that because he was like, where am I at in my life? And he had, his kids really didn't like him, and he was basically, struggling every single day, and he's in pain. And that reflection, and maybe that was why I kind of was like, "That's good." I thought Mickey Rourke did a great job in the movie. Though.
Yeah, he did.
His acting was good.
There was one that I watched about Andre the Giant. That was pretty recent, and it really showed, really the amount of pain that man was in. It was really good. I'm gonna look up the name. But I know we shouldn't be talking about that stuff here.
No, it's fine. We can talk about that. No. I mean, I don't have anything on plan, so I'm shooting from the hip.
Okay.
So with Can UK Gals to talk about, I will say, all right. So I don't know if you join the Streaming Matters group, if you ask that question. Not that there's some videos, but I know that there's some people that have been working on some Python stuff, and I know that. There has been some links posted for people to read or to go tutorials. So if you join my Streaming Matters group on Telegram and ask that question, give it a little bit of time. There's a few people that have posted links to that kind of information if you're wanting to learn about that stuff. I don't know of any good videos that anybody's making, but I do know that I've seen some guys talking and posting links because there's several people that are looking at Python due to Kodi-19. What's
Andrew's
up, Tony?
Yelling at us. Andrew's yelling at us, so you know.
Where's he yelling at us at?
Yeah, in the chat, you know, everyone else knows, you know, about really what goes on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, you got all these people out here now.
Because that doesn't get enough. Yeah. All right. So guess what? So, in case you don't know, Wednesday nights at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA. That is 10 p.m. UK time. We have a show called Player Pass, and we review 2 movies each week, and we talk about them, and we invite you as a movie lover or watcher, and you can join the show and tell us, did you like it or hate it? Is it a player or a pass? This week was Hacksaw Ridge, and what was the other one?
Perfume.
The story of a murderer.
Of a murderer.
So Wednesday night, 5 p.m. ARB, Andrew will be there.
Oh yeah.
Drinking his Coca-Cola. We went up 2 viewers when you mentioned pop. Yes, Player Pass. It's fun. Shrinking Sharon, who was in the side chat, she's joined the show. We've had Diana, who's been on the side chat. She's joined the show. Cam, who I haven't seen her yet, she's joined the show. Darth, I don't see him right now. He watches very often. He's joined the show. You joined the show. You'd never been on a YouTube show, and boom.
Nope.
Now you're on it every week. Now he's like every week, and we get to see his shirts. And I'm telling you, coming on, watching the show for his shirts is well worth it. I used to think I had good shirts until this guy came along.
And I'm still being nice, really.
He has got shirts.
I got shirts that make mothers pick up their children off of the street, all right? You know?
Covering little kids' eyes.
Yep.
Oh, and Andrew, DJ is right about my Spanish. I do teach Spanish on Wednesday
nights.
Yeah. I do teach Spanish quite often, so... man, I'll let you know, man. We go on Wednesday, man. Man, come on, Wednesday, man. Wednesdays is fun. It's fun. It's we just watch the 2 shows. I post the link. We can have, did you see that, Alban? We can have 10 people on here now.
Yeah.
10 people. So there's no reason. We got plenty of room. Everybody, the water's warm. The water's fine. Jump on in. So what is the new APK? You know what? I was looking at APKs. Typhoon, I think Typhoon TV updated this week because I saw it shot up the list. So Typhoon TV updated, which moved it up the list. I still say stick with BTV is very reliable. I was using FreeFlix. I used that for a while. But I don't want to me, I don't like APKs. I don't want the ads. It just drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew said, go ahead and come on the show. Tell him his movie choices are shit. So for you guys that are watching, that you've not...
We didn't even say that, did we?
No. No, we're careful how we say it. Very polite. All right, so this is the premise of the show, y'all. All right, so this is how it's supposed to work, how we came up with the idea, and it keeps morphing. We try to pick something current, a current movie that everybody's watching. So we try to pick a current movie, and then one person on the panel can do a throwback movie or pick any movie of their choice. So you can pick up any movie that is current, or you can pick one from 1921. Doesn't matter. So Andrew has picked 3. 2 of those I gave a pass. Was he Hot Fuzz or Shaun of the Dead? I gave that a play.
Oh.
He was one of those.
Yeah.
I gave that a play. His other 2, Faculty, and what was the last one? The number 23.
Number 23.
But
he says he picked 4.
Is he picked 4? Well, I hope he's got to name the other one that was actually worth a flip. But it was funny. At least Shrinking Sharon actually made his movie sound good, though. She should have been the advertisement. She came on the show and she made that.
I love that movie.
She made it sound really good. I don't know. It was really good. So So yeah, the two movies. Hacksaw Ridge is the one that I picked as my throwback movie. Since we don't have any good current movies right now, we're in a drought for new movies. Gave the second choice to Alban, and he picked Perfume, Story of a Murder.
Yeah.
So that was the two movies. We asked that you watch it by Wednesday.
Guys, watch it and then check us out.
Yeah, watch a movie. You can chat on the side. You can join the show. We welcome you to join the show. That's what the
Most
idea
definitely.
is. So, Amy asks, Kodi is not connecting to the internet. That sounds like
Is
either
it computer?
if your computer's on the internet and Kodi's not on the internet, and let's say you're on a device, I'm guessing. Did you see anything about a device?
All
All right, so she's on Diggs Zion build. That would tell me that either. Oh, all right. So hold on a second. All right, so she's on a T95 device. So she's on an Android device. That would tell me either you could have, if you're on wireless, your wireless chip. There's a Wi-Fi chip in there. Could be going bad. If you're on a cord, if you're on an Ethernet cord, double check that cord works in something else. Plug it into a laptop, see if you get internet that way. If you're sure that you're getting internet, like on the T95, it should show you have internet. If you're not getting internet to the device, then I would say now you got to go back to a VPN or something's blocking it. So
can't you see anything in the file manager on Kodi?
Well, yeah, if you open Kodi and go to File Manager, put in a URL. But she's saying she's in Diggs build. I wouldn't think it's Diggs build. My guess is either Wi-Fi chip, Ethernet cord, Ethernet plug. The plug can go bad inside those boxes. Those are not expensive boxes, so don't expect longevity of 4 or 5 years on a T95. I have one. So it could be one of those, or a VPN if you have it on a modem.
That's told us wrote there also something.
Let's see. All right. Oh,
about the Diggs build.
All right. So Andrew also said that Pursuit of Happiness. I did give that a play.
Okay.
A very good. That was a very good play. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
So Amy, take a look at those. If you're on an Ethernet plug it into another device and see if it got internet. You should on your T95 box. It should show you the icon for having internet. It's either a Wi-Fi signal. If all of those things, you're getting internet on the box itself, but you're not in Kodi, then I would say that's got to be some type of VPN, either on your modem, your router, or something like that. That's guess. DJ says Perfume is based on a true story. It looks weird and it looks dark. I'm excited about it. It looks
it's pretty good.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So Redneck says Diggs is working fine. I don't think it's Diggs. To me, it's that's either a box or an internet issue in your home, and neither one of us can fix that.
Andrew's asking about which IP provider.
Yeah. What's your internet provider? But it shouldn't block the whole build.
Right? You should at least be able to go out and.
Yeah, you'd be able to.
Did she just install that build on there? And it's not working, or was it always on and now all of a sudden she can't get on?
Yeah. Let's see. Bass says, Amy, since I upgraded to the version 204 on my PC, Diggs build will not show up. Yeah, I don't know about. I don't use Diggs. I know that he's a very popular builder. Don't use it, so I can't. I wouldn't think that something's jacked up in it. I would think that it's probably hardware related. Ed says T95 Plus is iffy Wi-Fi. I know that my Wi-Fi was not very good on my T95Z. I used the Ethernet. Paul obviously doesn't have an NVIDIA Shield. If you're having to change your box out every 18 months, You don't have an NVIDIA Shield. Get NVIDIA Shield, you'll stop swapping, changing out them boxes.
Yep, you'll fall in love.
You'll be done. You'll be done. If I wouldn't have screwed up my 2015 hard drive by trying to swap it out, I'd still have my 2015. Yeah, it's working fine here. All right, so Bass said, yeah, no problem installing my build, which my build is minimal at the best. I mean,
I guess the big question is anything else connecting through the internet on that box.
Yeah,
besides Kodi.
Right, because those boxes have an internet. They have an internet browser. You can click it and
open
up the internet.
So is that working or not? That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Amy, just let us know on that.
Yeah.
If that's working, so we could really verify if it is something with.
It's possible, as Andrew says, it's possible that your IP would block in it, but normally IP wouldn't block all of it. It would block
all of coding.
It would block certain websites, like Footlocker, or it would block certain sites that you couldn't access it. Oh,
Amy, you out there? You gonna let us know?
Yeah. Well, you got to remember, there's a delay.
Yeah, it takes a little delay.
Yeah. So I was taking a look. Let's see if anybody's...
And Paul's looking at the Shield. Paul, get the Shield.
Yeah.
It's great. The amount of stuff that you can hook up to it. You'll be in heaven.
Well, the plus is that it's the responsiveness, and all right, it's hard if you use it and you find how quick and responsive it is. You'll until you sit side by side and you use one device and then you open up that and use another device. You can't tell the difference. You can't tell a difference about how bad your car is until you get in somebody's new car. You've been in Albany, you ride in your car every day. You're like, this is a great car. This car is great. And then you get into some car that's new and you're like, damn, it smells good. Mm-hmm. Damn, seats feel good too. And then you're like, damn, it feels good when it's riding. I don't feel every bump. And you can't tell because you're using it every day. But if you use it, I'm telling you, you'll be like, okay. I've had mine. I've had three NVIDIA Shields. I bought the 2015 Pro, tried to upgrade the hard drive last year, screwed it up, killed it. Bought a 2017 immediately, and as soon as the 2019 came out, I bought it. That's and then sold my 2017 for $130, which was what I paid.
What you paid for
what I paid for it, because remember, it was on sale for Black Friday. Mm-hmm. So I sold it after a year, and I probably could have sold it for more, because every time I look at those things, people are giving more.
It's definitely a great box.
Roger says he disagrees about can't beat a Shield. Wait. Yes, but okay. So you buy your cheap laptop, then you got to get a wireless keyboard, or you have to get a one of those remotes with a USB dongle that you can plug into your laptop. Because who wants to have a HDMI cord running from one end of the room to the other? So you've got that laptop, yes, can be quicker, but you've got to then go and buy all this other stuff to make it work. And I would think a laptop would get hot.
Right, but let alone the games that you can play off of the Shield. You got so much right there. I was so impressed with it.
Yeah, I've been using mine for gaming, and I used it for retro. I mean, whatever. I mean, the guy that came over today, showed him mine. He had a 4K stick, and I said, use this, and if it works for you, great. But I'm gonna tell you, if you ever get to a point where you're wanting one step, this is the device you'll want to get next. Yeah. Don't spend $100, because I'm telling you, if you're gonna spend $100, spend a little bit more, and just get better. Look at Roger like, all right, he got the wireless combo at Walmart. This set for $25.
Yeah, so you
Not
start
the same,
adding all that
yeah.
up, you know.
Yeah, all right, so now you're at $124 or $125. And I still wonder about the heating issue. And does it go to sleep on its own? You know, like Shield goes to sleep, you know, after you don't use it. But yeah, you're right. There are other options.
Yeah.
But the laptop, if you have a laptop, it's, you know, it's got a pretty big footprint sitting there. So, but again, there is choices for everybody. Hello, Miss Blue.
Hey,
Hello, gentlemen.
how you doing?
I'm good. That's a sexy voice you got going on there.
Hey.
I know. I can't help it.
So you right.
Oh wait. Oh, you're talking to
right.
Oh my God.
Oh baby.
Stop
Hey,
it.
can I record that and use it at a later time, later date?
Yeah.
Anytime you need.
Have it on loop.
My darling eyes.
I'll tell you what I
Can't get
do.
enough of your love, baby.
I'll tell you. I'll have you record certain phrases.
Okay.
Are you able to say dog, like I say dog?
Dog? Dog?
Dog. He said
Dog?
dog.
Dog. Dog.
Yeah, like dog, like Southern.
Dog.
You gotta be able to say ma'am.
I can't do it
You say
southern.
ma'am.
Dog.
Say
Ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
Gee.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
I love
Yes, ma'am.
Woo.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm telling you, I'm recording that shit and use it. So Ed is right. One thing about all right, so when you have these cheap Android boxes, y'all, they have an update button. Almost every one of them has an update button. They'll have you go into the settings, they got this, that, update. How many of them actually update after the first 2 or 3 months?
Most people don't.
Right. Well, the button's there, but they'll say no updates available. No updates available. It just the button's there, but it doesn't ever update. And then there are ways of going and downloading the image or the
firmware.
kernel. The firmware, yeah, exactly. You can go download the firmware, put it on a flash drive, stick the flash drive in there, make it force boot. But most people aren't gonna do it. The Shield, they do like automated updates. The 2015 is getting the same updates as you get for the 2019. So,
Right.
all right, Alvin, what do you use for downloading, transferring files? It's down.
On my Shield.
Whichever.
Well, when you say downloading files, are you talking about just on my Shield or for my my computer?
Downloader,
Because a lot of
I think this. All right, so downloader, wouldn't that be downloaders used by Fire TV devices, right?
Right. I could use downloader, but I don't like doing that because I like keeping files. So I'll store the files
hoarder,
anywhere. Right, I am a hoarder when it comes to files. I'll store them and then I can have whatever device connect to it and grab whatever I need. So I don't have to keep downloading it from wherever.
Yeah. I use a program called Explore.
Yeah, Explore. I use that also.
I use Explore. It all works on the Shield. It's a great job.
Yeah.
I can open up a server kind of thing on my computer, and then I FTP in. So on my computer, I can see that, and then I can push.
But why not just share the file on both places, and you just grab it? You know.
Well, on my
what
PC,
I always do.
Well, with my PC, I remember I told y'all I got to get.
Oh yeah, you have that problem. Yeah, you got to get that straightened out.
My switch, when it goes into my switch, it's almost like it's not on the same network because it goes to the switch for whatever reason.
Right.
I don't know.
And even if you forced it by IP address, it doesn't work. If you were on your computer and you force the IP address of your Shield, you can't see it.
No, when I go into it and I put in the IP address and I can put it in your Explorer. You can put it in there. You won't see it.
You can't see it.
Okay, I got guys. You're saying downloader doesn't work?
Downloader, I don't use downloader on my Shield.
Well,
I remember when I first got it, it gave you there was an issue. But was it with downloader? Okay, it was with downloader.
I just went on it on my Fire Stick, and it's fine.
Fire Stick is fine.
Yes.
But when the Shield came out, they did something,
You're just
and they
specifically Shield.
right.
All right. So if I'm not mistaken, and I remember I was on another show, and there is a file that you got to get from the downloader website. There is another extension or something that you downloaded. I remember them talking about that on one of the other shows I was on, and it was a I want to say it's like a plugin that allows downloader to work on the Shield.
What I did was I got an APK from somewhere else, copied it onto my network, and then installed it from from my Shield, because it was in that directory. It was able to see the directory and installed it. Because when I first got it, I'm like, why in the world isn't this working? And then I was reading that they were saying a bunch of things that, oh well, the Shield isn't downloader and the Shield there was something about the two of them working together. They didn't want them to work together or whatever. But
yeah,
there's ways around it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There is a I'm on the website right now. I'm glancing. I'm trying to find. There was. Is that somebody here?
No, that's
Oh, all right. I was looking.
Blue.
I was like, is that a new thing?
No. That's of course my Telegram. Blue.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, that was you. Okay.
There was and I'm looking. I cannot find it. I think I was on Bo's show, talked about it, and maybe it was Ken. I think it was Ken that talked about it. There was a URL that you download something for downloader to work on the Shield. How to install downloader on the NVIDIA Shield.
It sounds like we're in a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
That's just him.
It's just Dobbin.
It's just Dobbin.
How are you blaming on me?
It sounds like there's like a big.
Well, we hear your fan.
Sounds like there's a four-wheeler outside your house, just sitting there idling.
Yeah, that you'll hear. No, it's not idling. There was nothing idling. Close my window.
No, it's your laptop.
Okay.
I think I'm going to start a GoFundMe for Aubin.
Nah, it's just I need to get to my
I'm on a laptop
again. I really don't care for laptops. I'm so invested in coding.
You know what you need? You just need a good headset.
Yeah,
like this model right here.
Yeah, I know. I know. I should get one of those. I'll get one.
Nice.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Yes, I will. Yes,
no,
I will.
You won't.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I can't find. I'm looking on here. Look up downloader working on the Shield. There is some videos on this.
Yeah.
And I'm almost positive you have to download. There is a script that you have to download to make it work. But as much trouble as that worth, you could actually install a few other apps. You could, like I said, the Explore. Install Explore. You can pull it right up for web server. You'll see it, and it gives your IP address. You put it on your computer, and you can see it.
But now, when when you're doing something from a web server, to be able to see your network, does that work for you?
If I'm using that web server, I can see it. But it's like if I don't use the web server, I can't access because I used to be able to access my Shield, through the file share thing. Now I can't. So I don't know what I did wrong, and I've screwed with it, and I got to the point I'm like, you know what?
It's driving me crazy because that's like the easiest way to do everything.
Yeah, unless you're, I can just, for me to open the Explorer and to turn on web server takes what? A minute?
I know it takes a minute, but the same command that you're putting in that web server, you should be able to put on
be the
your
same
computer.
IP. It's the same
Right.
IP. Yeah, Redneck said downloader works on the Shield, but you need a plugin. That's what I was saying. Let me see. Did Redneck post it?
Ed B had posted this link, and it's for FX File Explorer. I don't know if that's an alternative. Oh, Shield.
Yeah, FX File Explorer. That's a lot like the Explorer one. So yeah, that's my suggestions. Redneck, if I don't know if anybody else has like I said, I don't remember that script being available at the Google Play Store for the downloader. I want to say someone.
No, it wasn't on the Play Store.
You had to go.
Because I found I went to somewhere, and I might have used File Linked, and somewhere there was an APK of a different version that it wasn't the Troy Point. It still said Troy Point in there.
Yes.
But that's the one that worked, and I used that.
But it's a longer URL. You got to like put in.
Right.
And I don't remember what it is. So just do a little search for it. You'll find it. If you want to stick with downloader, you can make it work. It's not impossible. So how was the pool, Blue?
It was wonderful. Thank you. Had a great time. Had wonderful conversations.
Yeah.
Hot here still.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice having a pool.
Fancy schmancy. You got a pool, Alban?
No.
Neither do I.
Todd was saying that a lot of people, especially down south, are people who have pools are like renting them out by the hour to families.
Wow.
To make money. Yeah. And he's like, maybe you guys should consider doing that. I'm like, yeah, no. I don't want some strange family in my fucking backyard. Mm-hmm. Sorry, but no.
Later, Andrew. Good show.
Good night, Andrew.
We'll see you Wednesday.
See you Wednesday.
5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. East UK time for what's the two movies, Alban?
No pressure.
Perfume and Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge and Perfume. Yep.
I actually had to look up Hacksaw Ridge again because I forgot.
But it's on your list.
I know, but it's hilarious. But I was actually okay. What were the two movies again?
Oh, talk about list, Blue. That's what I was trying to get you before. I was messing with House of Blue, and you remember that issue I had with Track about opening those actor lists, and the House of Blue does it perfectly.
Jen's do it. Jen, you're
House
Jen.
Of Blue. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Right, so I was messaging to tell you that I loved you for it, but I still need it for I still want it for Shadow and everything else.
Yeah,
so.
no, okay. When it comes to gens, sometimes there was in the Shadow chat at one point, some guy was insulting gens, and the thing that pisses me off about that, not besides the fact that we've all had gens and we all help with gens, is that when Mid made Jen, he tied in a hook system, which makes it really, really easy, like without altering the entire add-on, to add hooks for all kinds of things. And people, they added like, being able to have anime, being able to have, it was always video related, like all kinds of things.
That Anaraki TV, that live TV.
Yeah, like it essentially allowed you to add all the stuff to it. But what people didn't realize is because of the hook system, there were so many things that Jen could have opened up to if more developers were around that were actually working on it. Most people were like us, they were like playlisters and grabbing lists. But Jen still has the potential to be so big because of that hook system. Like it had to do with the GUI. You could have a wizard at the beginning to, pick and choose your debrid, pick and choose your whatever. Nobody ever coded that. There was so many, if people could think out of the box, probably so many things that Jen could have been able to do. Unfortunately, Mid wasn't able to stick around because of shit that happened. But it was like, the way he designed it if somebody actually took a serious look at Jen, they could make so many little, like, it would be like a little script essentially, and then you hook it in. Like he designed it so cool that it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but it never saw its potential. So when I see people that are bad mouthing it, I'm like, okay, wait. First of all, it's because everybody that has a Jen, most of them have just taken the base, made playlists. That's all they've done with it. Nobody's developed it since then, but it has so much potential. So for those of you who are out there bad mouthing Jen, please don't, because just because she hasn't become what Mid envisioned her to be, if he had been around, oh my God, I can't even imagine the stuff we'd have right now. Like, it's a little depressing actually, but it's like, it's, as an add-on, it was pretty freaking cool. And I can't believe I didn't just use the F word, the real F word.
Yeah, look at it. We need to have a 12-year-old. If we had a 12-year-old on here, you'd drop that F-bomb.
You know what? Yeah, a 12-year-old walking around in his underwear. I didn't even notice that. Robin pointed it out. I thought he was just wearing shorty shorts. My brain didn't go into pedophilia like some people.
Well, no, I just noticed that, hey, he hopped up and.
I know.
Yeah, he hopped up.
I just saw a kid walking away in his little short shorts.
Look at, all right, so Andrew making fun of me said Todd went with the safe bet. So that was like a bunt, like in baseball. I did, instead of taking a big swing and maybe it knocking a home run, I went like, oh, this is a safe bet. A bunt down third base, I'm getting on base. Hey, I took a chance with Step Brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that one was kind of because people either hate Will Ferrell or like him.
Oh my God! Speaking of Will Ferrell, did you see that? I totally forgot. Eurovision. Did you see the new movie he has on Netflix?
Yeah. Have you watched it?
Hilarious.
All right, no.
I haven't watched it yet.
I'm sorry. I watched the trailer, and I'm a Will Ferrell fan. I'll be first to say I'm a Will Ferrell fan. I watched the trailer, and I don't think I can watch it.
Oh, you know what? I'm watching it, and I'll be telling you all about it.
Well, you tell me. You tell me if it's even worth my time, because I'm telling you, I watched it, and I'm like, I have zero urge to watch that movie.
Was it just the two of them doing their song kind of thing? Weird.
No,
shit?
it was telling how. It was basically explaining how they became the representatives of Sweden or whatever it was for Eurovision. I don't know. I'm a fan of Will Ferrell, and I was actually going to suggest that last week for the current movie. And after I watched the trailer, I said, nah.
I just want to clarify something with Kyle, because Kyle said Jen with Airtables and pies is awesome. So much more than playlisting. I agree 100%, Kyle. I totally do. But I think what I'm talking about is not so much content as other stuff. Like I was saying, like gooey stuff, like and stuff we didn't even think about. We haven't even thought about yet that you won't see anywhere. Like they're just with the hook system, the potential to be so much, I don't want to say weirder, but being able to have it be almost theme related or skin related, or there was so much potential beyond just stuff to watch. I hope that makes sense. Like it had the potential to be not a base code and then scraping, or base code and watch this, but more visual, I think. I don't know. I think.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to look at when it was talking about. You go back to integrating extended info mod, how that was going to be integrated into it.
Yeah, because it wasn't Bob. We had it in Bob.
Completely integrate. That was actually really close. I don't know how close. That was actually in the works, and in the discussion.
That was pretty close. But then it got voted out.
Yeah. Well, no. Even after that, that was discussed about integrating in the extended info mod.
Yeah, but I just to Kyle, like, not to belittle the pies and the Airtables, because no, those were friggin' awesome.
They are. Sure. They make it easy.
Yeah, but there was so much more potential beyond that. It just never got touched on, because most of the people that took on gens had zero coding experience. So there was the few of you that had the Airtables and stuff. And that was awesome. And share with everybody too, which is even more awesome. But
yeah, the sharing.
Could have been so much more just the way it was built. It was cool the way it was built.
Yeah. It was missed.
Yes, terror. All add-ons can be so much more. Totally. But I mean, the reason I'm pointing out Jen is that a lot of add-ons, like their base code is their base code, and it's like to write new stuff in, it's intricate, and most of the good devs could. But the cool thing about Jen is that you could write a weird tiny little script and only write one line of code inside Jen to tie it in. That's how it worked. Like it was, it would basically be like, okay, well, you just write one line here, and then it grabs this, and then it runs it. So it was kind of, especially at the time, it was beyond its time.
Well, all the pies you hooked into all those pies, the different pies.
But I mean, Mid could explain it better. Unfortunately, he can't. But he wrote it the way he wrote it because, people that had some weird shit. Like even when he wrote that little script, which most of us didn't like, but he just wrote it to prove what Jen could do. It was this tiny little script that changed the color of all the lines. They made everything rainbow. So it was like it essentially like it was silly, but he's like showing you the potential of how easy it is. That all you have to write is this. You write your code for this, some weird whatever, and it's a simple tie into Jen versus writing it right in the Jen code and having to make sure that didn't bust it. So I don't know. So people insulting Jen, unfortunately the developer had to step away, and if he hadn't have, I can't even imagine what would be out there right now. Because he's really smart. No terror. It's not changes to the base code. That's my whole point, is the fact that Mid wrote a hook. So you write essentially a script that ties into the base code.
And Tony's right, coding is not worth the money longer because there's really not a lot.
You don't get any.
It's not,
unless you have IPTV.
Yeah.
Rainbow, yes, Kyle, for sure. That's what it was.
All right, so let's see. I guess we're at an hour and a half. I don't see if you guys got any major questions. I'm gonna glance through Telegram.
Did Amy come back and say about what she was?
No. I think I heard her. That she was on Amazon ordering an NVIDIA Shield.
Oh. Okay.
I think that's what she did. She's like, all right, fine.
You'll be happy.
So what did I miss? Give me a recap. What did I miss?
Well, Alvin took his shirt off because he said he didn't have a shirt to show, so he took his shirt.
Oh, he went white? You know what?
I've got gray.
Oh, okay, it's gray. It looks like it's white. Just so you know, I have asked Todd. I have an affinity for men in white t-shirts, especially V-neck. Ooh, find that sexy. Woo-wee.
What are you telling him for?
Well, because maybe next time he'll wear a white V-neck t-shirt.
Because when I talk to her,
Oh, okay, hold on. Woo.
Yeah, she said a couple wines. Look out! It's getting ready to be. Is ready to be kicking up a notch. Yeah, there's no problem. No problem, Tony. There's no disrespect. Nobody's worried about that. Who's getting hammered tonight? Terror.
Is that our Tony?
No. He's got a YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel. It's Tony with a YouTube channel. If you see that's through YouTube. I'm sorry. I don't think it's our Tony. I don't think it's our Tony.
The dev Tony.
Look at Kyle says, "Hey, you don't like the America shirt?"
Oh, I do.
Blue said she didn't like it when I got it.
But when you were talking,
I'm a little wishy-washy on that one.
When you were talking about donuts before, I have a shirt. Do you have a Dunkin' Donuts in?
You guys talked about donuts. I love Todd's
my
donuts.
Shirt. My shirt.
Do you have Dunkin' Donuts there in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have one. Instead of it saying Dunkin' Donuts, it says fucking donuts. Okay. I always get a free donut every time I walk in the store wearing that one.
Oh, that's good though. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's yeah, I told them that I get a lot of my shirts from Woot. Like I got those your periodic table
Oh.
shirts.
Red
Yeah,
had to
the-
say that.
Whenever I
Redneck
see
said Krispy
marathon-
Kremes. Oh my God, I can't tell you how much I love a Krispy Kreme. Oh,
I don't.
I don't have any more
Todd
here.
took me one time, and it was like, I mean,
Oh.
I do like them.
Oh my God, I love them.
They melt in your mouth.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Then they leave a film in your mouth. They leave that grease, that like grease and lard. My whole
Well,
mouth is
stop getting blowjobs after after eating it. You know.
I know Todd likes the strippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Myrica makes me.
Yeah.
My brain goes full on redneck.
America. No, I do. Look at there goes our PG rating. Y'all dropping the F-bomb.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm blaming Aubin. I said.
I'm sorry.
Yep. I know. Alvin jumped it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah,
about that.
I
That's
Dunkin'
okay.
Donuts are okay. There is a local donuts shop that.
Oh
if
my
anybody-
God.
Me and my friends that live local.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Local
yeah.
donut shop is. It is.
Where you
good.
pick the kind of donut and then they insert
They
whatever
fill it?
kind of filling. Oh. Yeah, Aubin. I'm not a big chocolate fan. I've never been a big chocolate
You're not
fan.
big on sweets. I mean, you're not big on
No,
sweets.
I'm not. But I get a glazed, like the friggin' big ones there with chocolate filling, and it's more like chocolatey whipped cream than chocolate.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's fucking heaven.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
look it! I just used the F word. We're screwed now.
There goes my limited.
Oh
yeah.
man.
But yeah, that shop, and they make them fresh every single day,
Oh.
and you can eat those,
Yeah.
and you don't get that Krispy Kreme
No, you
coating
don't.
of the inside of your mouth. Because I ain't lying, it's like lard.
My favorite is when I'm there visiting, and I'll still be sleeping, and Todd will run out, and he'll get us coffees and donuts.
They're warm.
Oh yeah, and that's
Oh.
so good.
So soft. Yeah, yeah. That's usually in smooth level.
Man.
All right.
It's bringing a tear to my eye that you guys got Krispy Kremes there. Man. The only one that's left here in New York is like at Penn Station in Manhattan, and it's like I'm not driving all the way there just to get a fucking freaking donut.
Hey, look at.
You know.
What about Tim Horton donuts? They're stale after 6 hours. I did have a Tim Horton donut. Not a fan, because I'm thinking, are these just thawed out and they threw them in a case?
No, you know what? Timmy's used to be awesome. Their coffee. Ask Todd. Their coffee. He orders even their K-cups from Amazon. It's so good. The first time he had one, he was addicted. But yeah, their donuts. I haven't had a Tim Hortons donut in years. I don't think. But back in the day, they used to be really good. They'd sell whole pies, but they don't do that anymore. They're like $3 for a whole pie. You'd be like, what the hell?
Wow.
Yeah.
It'd be like chocolate pudding essentially, or you get like butterscotch pudding pies. Oh my god! Now I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. 4 or 5 drinks in, and I haven't eaten yet.
Well, we were talking about food earlier. We were talking about the buffet. I talked about a buffet.
Yeah.
Timmy. We're getting Greco's.
Ah, lucky you. Yeah, you missed it. We talked about YouTube, the YouTube TV price increase. We talked about a few of the premium.
Say what? YouTube TV price increase. What's that?
Yeah.
The YouTube TV.
Yeah.
What the hell is YouTube TV?
Where
YouTube
are you at?
has
Live
TV.
live TV.
Live TV.
YouTube has live TV?
Yeah.
You don't get that stupid freaking pop-up on your phone?
All I know is every time I get a pop-up, I hit no. I don't even read it.
Yeah. It's for a live TV. It's
like
an
what
option.
What does that
Live
even
channel.
mean? Like you? So in other words, I can watch you, but I have to pay money?
No, like live channel.
Oh, live channels.
Yeah, like IPTV kind of thing.
Yes, DJ, liquid diet, buddy.
See, earlier we had a little bit of the streamers buffet. I was using an analogy of a cafe about all these streaming services.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, Kyle, AT&T, price hike. Yeah, they're all going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger, I'm in Canada. Oh, not available in Canada. Well, that explains it. That's why I haven't seen it, I guess.
You guys are always last. Well, I guess you're not last because UK's always last.
Actually, totally, because Disney Plus, we got close to you guys, and UK just got it like what, a couple months ago.
Look at Bama fan. Hey, Bama fan says didn't want YouTube TV for $50 and sure don't want it for $65. No.
Okay, like, so what kind of live channels? Like, are we talking actual, like, normal, like, network channels?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. My God. So, in other words, he's cashing in because everybody's pulling all their money out of fucking on their ads?
I don't know.
Well,
Here, I'll
That's
here,
weird.
I'll share.
See,
we'll
it's turning into. It started out where you have Kodi and you have IPTV, and so you pay for that, which is Kodi's free, IPTV not so much. But now it's like everybody's cashing in. Everybody's got a new channel, but you got to pay fucking $7 a month for it. So now you're paying as much as you did when you had friggin' cable to begin with in the first place. Like, how stupid is that?
So yeah, it's going up to $65.
Yeah, that'll be a giant no. Why the fuck would I do that?
Yeah, but I mean, for people that cord cutters that think they're saving money.
$65, really?
Yeah.
That's not saving any money.
Is there ESPN on there?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
Okay.
All 4 of them. I mean, it gives you the
I'm not paying
FS.
$65 for that. You know what? I don't like live TV. I get wanting to watch live sports. You know, you got UFC going on, or you got NFL or whatever. I get that. But why the fuck would I want to watch commercials when I can get it on Kodi about an hour after it airs?
One
Or
question.
before.
One question that
When it leaks.
that YouTube TV, can you pause it and or is it only just live stream? That's it.
If it's on YouTube, my guess is pausing is possible. That's my guess. Listen, I don't know if anybody actually has it.
Unlimited cloud DV. Unlimited cloud DVR storage space.
Okay.
Rewind, fast forward, pause.
Yeah, no thanks. It's called commercials. Commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Look at here. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, this was telling you traditional. Yeah.
109.
No, that's saying if you were paying for regular.
Yeah, regular.
Whatever.
So it's trying to say, look, we're saving you money.
Yeah, here's 85 channels, of which you'll only watch 4.
Yeah.
I know. Here we have, and it's like, my mom watches a crime channel, and she watches CNN, and that's friggin' it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there's James.
I'm the same, James. I'm the same, James. Screw commercials.
It's funny. The guy that I was helping today with that stick, and I was showing him how things work. This and he goes, "So do you see commercials?" I'm like, "No."
Commercials? What's that?
No.
I say, only time I watch commercials is when I'm watching the news, or if I watch a sporting event. That's the only time.
Hey, Todd, which you don't pay for because you got yourself an antenna, so you get free news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, especially if you're in a major city, just get an antenna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's see. Kyle says I get 60 channels through Spectrum.
That's good.
But that's a pretty cheap price. I know
that's really cheap.
We can get through our Spectrum. You can get local for that about $15, but it's only like your ABC, NBC, just local. Not no 60 channels.
Yeah. Anything out there?
Cobra Kai, probably because Netflix is willing to spend more money. They probably, what they did is, I bet you Cobra Kai, I bet you Netflix bought it. Wait, wasn't it on Netflix to start with, though?
No, it wasn't. It was on something else, and then Netflix just bought it. Because I just read something that it's going to be there. I think it was on... I
thought it was Netflix. I thought I watched it. Maybe I watched it on Plex when I was there at Blues.
It was somewhere else. Hold on, I'm going to check.
Hey, babe.
It definitely wasn't Netflix. It was like AMC or one of those.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was on something.
Roger says YouTube Red.
Is that the porn? YouTube porn?
No, it's the YouTube Red's the one without ads.
Yeah.
That's another paid service. You know, how much is YouTube Red? That was another one. That's the one they always try to sell you.
Wait. I was thinking of RedTube. Sorry, I got them confused.
Yeah, Yeah. Let's see. YouTube Red. How much is that? Oh, you get 1 month for free. Let's
Without
take a
ads.
look. Let's see.
That mean without
Ad-
commercials on their live stuff?
Ad free, and then it's only $12 a month.
Yeah, no thanks. I'd rather watch the ads, thanks.
Or you can get an ad blocker.
Yeah.
Get an ad blocker and avoid most of that.
Do those ad blockers work on that or not?
Yeah, that's
I
a good
think they
question.
do. I think they do.
On
I thought
YouTube?
I used it on my box. I haven't used it in a while. There was a while back though I used it.
Yeah.
Last year blocker.
I don't know if that would work within a YouTube video ad blocker. More so, it seems like to me it would be like a Chrome thing or a kind of thing. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like Pirate Bay, when they have all the porn things pop up.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's just my opinion, but I don't know anything, so it means nothing.
She don't use Kodi. She don't use Kodi. She don't use YouTube.
No, not really. The only time I use YouTube is I've been watching a girl who talks about old crime shit while she's doing her makeup. I watch that. And trailers. That's about it. It's really cool. Watch her do her makeup while she talks about some family that murdered people and buried them in her basement while she's doing her makeup. It's actually pretty talented.
Sounds like a chick that's actually doing the murders herself.
No, like she talks about stuff from like the early 1900s and
okay.
But as she's doing it, she's like doing her eyeliner and then Bob killed Karen and buried her in the basement, and then it's actually like multitasking, like on a freaking crazy level.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dang, Jade. I think she just busted one out. Dang. Yeah, she's looking at me like I did something wrong. That was you. Don't be looking at me.
Yeah. She walking out the room?
Canuck Girl?
Yeah.
Okay, Canuck Girl, I use Kodi and Plex. I use and Netflix, and I have Disney Plus. But I use my Plex more often than not because most of the stuff that I watch on Kodi I've already added to my Plex, especially TV series, so it automatically grabs it for me. But when there's weird shit I want to watch, sometimes I'm just not in the mood to go to Sonar or Radar and grab it. So then I'll just do a quick, and if it's something I know I'm only going to watch once, I'll use Kodi. But for the majority, for me, I use Plex. If it's stuff I want to keep, yes, because I'm downloading it, I'm going to grab it, I'm going to store it somewhere. But if it's a movie that I know, or somebody asks me to grab a movie that I'll never watch, I'll just grab it on. Sometimes I grab it on Plex for them, but sometimes I'll just watch it, or I'll tell them just watch it on Plex.
So I'm looking at a link, and if you're in the Streaming Matters Telegram group, I see a link that Funster posted, and it's for a new way to install YouTube Vanced with ease. So if you're in my group, take a look. Funster posted that. It's on GitHub. Might be something for you guys to check out.
What is Vanced?
Hey, is it? I don't know. I guess maybe it's like a YouTube, like an ad-free thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. And another thing that Todd already cleared up, if you're in the Streaming Matters group and you ask a question and one of us respond to it, and your response back to us is really rude, expect me to call you out on it. You know who you are. You know who you are, dickhead.
So yeah, that's posted there. I'll have to check that out, see what that does.
Sorry, Todd, but I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah, put it out there.
I'll help you, and maybe I misunderstand the question, or maybe, but don't be rude answering back to me when I've taken time to stop and try to help you.
Well, that's true. I mean, and that goes with anything. Let's take, for example, people that make an add-on, and I don't like it. They make an add-on, I don't like it. I'm not going to crack on them, belittle them, put it down, because you know what, they put their effort into it. So if anybody in this community goes out of their way to help somebody, you can't, there's no reason to be rude to people, because
right. We all started somewhere.
We all started somewhere, and people are trying to help you. Maybe they don't understand what your question is, but everybody's trying.
Well, and Canuck Gal just said, I struggled for 4 hours and wouldn't ask a question. You know what, honey? Don't go that long. Ask. Just if for example, I don't answer it correctly, if I misunderstood or whatever, you can just say, no, Blue, like, what I mean is, that's not what I asked. Like, it was like, holy fuck, dude. Why didn't you just slap me in the face? Like,
well,
so no, please, don't struggle with stuff. If you Googled it and you can't find an answer, because, I mean, it's faster to Google than it is to ask in chat and get an answer. So if you go to Google and there's nothing, ask in chat. Don't waste 4 hours, because don't be scared to ask. Please don't be scared to ask.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna, even if it's a stupid question, we'll still answer it. Like,
I just ignore them.
No, but I mean, if it's a newbie you don't know, Todd. If they said, for example, how does the Kodi library work? You wouldn't go, well, Jesus, you should already fucking know that. What you need to do is have your own you would answer the question, and we all will. So don't be afraid to ask. And sometimes what we'll do is we'll take you in DM if it's like intricate. We don't want to explain it all in that chat when everybody else already knows that. But we'll take you aside and we'll help as best we can. Just all you gotta do aside? Well, the thing for me is just don't be rude. If you ask a genuine question and we answer, and even if we didn't answer it right, just say no. What I mean is, or clarify then.
Yeah, it's just you can't come back. You can't come back rude. And the thing about sarcasm or joking around doesn't work so well with text.
At least put an LOL at the end of it, and then we know you're like laughing while you said it. So then, then I'll go, like, oh, yeah.
So like when Blue calls me a jackass, she goes, "Oh, you're just a jackass." Well, I hear her say that, and I know what she means by that. She's like, "Oh, you're just being a jackass." Whereas she types it, "You're just being a jackass." I'd be like, "Whoa, you coming at me like that?"
Yeah. Whereas when I say it, I'm usually laughing, and I'm like, "You're such a jackass."
Yeah, it's different.
Because he does make me laugh. And it's usually he said something fucking really funny. But it's true. A lot of things get misinterpreted. And maybe the guy was joking, but you know what? Add a little LOL at the end, so I know that you're saying it with, like, while you're smiling, and then I'll take it as a joke. But when you don't,
ask away. The worst we could do is boot you and mute you.
Yeah, I think I wrote back and said that was fucking rude.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and I didn't see it till the next day. The next morning, I didn't see it. So, but yeah, you know what? That's just, we're all here to help. We're all here to help.
I mean, I answered the question.
And we're all here to help to do the best we can. And sometimes we may not answer the question the way that you were looking for, but also there is this search engine, and it's kind of new. It's real popular. A lot of the kids like to use it, and it's called Gugu. Gujo.
Goonie Goo Goo.
Goonies.
Okay, stop it.
Google
first, and if you can't find it, ask.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a simple question, because sometimes you'll wait hours for an answer when you could have got the answer on Google first. But if you can't find it, ask.
Yeah, ask. Yeah.
Please.
And Blue always loves people to private DM her.
No,
she likes
don't do
pictures.
That. Don't do that.
She likes, hey, where do you live? All those texts. She loves those.
What size is your bra? Don't do that. Ask in chat, especially because if I'm not around and somebody else can answer it, that's great. God. But if it's like I said, if it's intricate, maybe I might say, hey, or I might hit you in DM and say, tell me what box you're using. What version of Kodi do you have? Sometimes that helps explain things better.
Yeah,
but I mean, ask in the general group.
Yeah, how long is your Kodi? Is that a good question?
How long is your what?
How long is your Kodi? Oh, it's long.
Oh, it is.
So let's see what else we got going on. We ain't got nothing. Liberty Bibberty. 4th of July tomorrow. So, Blue.
Yeah, happy 4th to Americans.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy. We celebrated Canada Day Wednesday.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Can I answer?
Yeah.
Paul?
Yeah.
Actually, Paul, I have 2 servers. I have a seed box, so that's remote, and I have a local that I run off my nuke. So if one goes down, I always have the other. My seed box is all my latest stuff, and then I usually slide it over to my nuke. And I also share with other people, which is really, really nice. Do I run it behind a VPN? No. Well, seed box is kind of its own thing. It's not coming directly to me. It's going to them. So I don't need a VPN. Local, I don't download local normally. I download from Seedbox and Pulse. So no VPN needed. I think maybe if you were doing it directly into your house, that'd probably be a good idea, especially downloading versus streaming. But you can also do it through, I think, Premiumize and RD, right, Todd? And I think they have their own, because it's going to them first. You're a little safer. So
yeah, and like I said a couple weeks ago, people say, or I think I wrote it in the group, people talking about, well, RD is not a VPN. No, it's not. What I said when I did the video is that you can kind of use it as a VPN to let them download something, you download it from them.
Yeah.
And when you connect to RD, your ISP can't tell when you connect via an HTTPS. They can't tell what you're downloading.
Like when you guys think about it logically. So if you were downloading directly in your house, you go to a website, you grab it, it goes right straight to your house. When you're using RD, you grab it, it goes to RD. Then you can pull it back to your house. So it's that extra step that cards you. Yeah. So like when you think about it logically, if, say, for example, Ace is watching that download specifically from like the Pirate Bay stuff, they're going to see it go to RD. They're not going to see it go to your ISP. Right. So they would have to hit up RD and say, give us
a subpoena,
all this stuff.
But what happens if the ISP, if my ISP is watching what's coming through to me? If they're gonna then watch that.
They don't watch what's coming through. Ace or whoever will say this video right here. We're watching this video. Your ISP's not watching anything. Your ISP will get hit up by Ace or whoever.
Okay.
And say, oh, watch out for this. But even then, it's not going directly to you. It's going to RD, and then you're grabbing from RD. So you're not grabbing from that website. You're not grabbing from the Pirate Bay / blah, 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 which is what they're monitoring.
Right? What they're monitoring it, yeah.
And
you're right.
So Ace, when Ace sends a letter, when you get a letter from your ISP, that is because, as Blue says, Ace was watching that on the swarm.
Yeah.
They said they saw that an IP address that was within their network downloaded. Now, Ace has no idea who you are. They just know you by that IP address, and they don't even know you. They just say, let's say Spectrum, this IP address on this date was downloading this film that we were watching. We were tracking that. Your ISP is obligated to pass that information along. Your ISP doesn't care until Ace lawyers get an Ace lawyer says, your customer is doing this. So by obligation,
and they say, who are they? You tell us who they are.
And that's why the letter goes down the pit. Your ISP is not watching what you're downloading.
No,
and they only are watching for that particular thing. Now it
because
may be
they've been told to.
Right.
They've been asked for it.
Right. The Motion Picture Association or company.
Canuck Girl or Canuck Gal, I have no problem sharing with people. I probably share with about 30 people. We're not all on at the same time, but I've never had an issue with buffering or anything with my Plex, just so you know. She said, how are internet speeds sharing Plex? I don't have issues. But I'm not selling it, so it's not like I have 1,000 people sharing my Plex. I just share with friends and family.
And this is what both Blue and I were saying about when you connect to an HTTPS. The only thing that your ISP can tell is that you've connected to that website. They can't tell the data.
Well, and Kyle was saying they encrypt it.
Yeah.
It's encrypted through RD.
So I mean, you can. There are people. If you sleep better by running a VPN, if you sleep better,
then
use it.
Exactly. Do what makes you feel best about it. If you want to have 2 VPNs and you want to, have it out in your back shed with your uncle's address as your whatever.
Yeah. I got Albin's address and name.
I have been downloading directly to my house, using Plex, seed boxes, Kodi for a long time, and I have, knock on wood, yet to get a letter in regards to anything. So,
does this also work the same also for like this Easy News? Because I just got that.
Easy News is the same, yeah.
Okay.
Well, Easy News is actually their own those are servers all over the world.
Own servers,
usually you don't even have to share back, which is basically is the bad part of it. It's actually not even the downloading; it's the sharing back. Because now
I have to share back.
No, you don't.
Oh,
the difference between parents, like where normally you'll download it and then you'll share back at least 1 ratio or 2 back to other people. That's where you can get in trouble, because grabbing it is not so bad as sharing it back. That's the worst part of it. So when you're doing Easy News, no, you don't have to share back on Easy News.
Right. Okay.
Blue, have you seen the thing about Telly?
No. Lets you use Plex as a DVR for IPTV and circumvents the number of connections in the IP. I don't use an IPTV personally, but that's kind of cool.
You have to ask in the group where the Plex group where more people, because I'm just a consumer with Plex. I mean, I use it. I have a server for my music for mostly, but so I'm not an expert by any means on that. So that would have to be, if like in your Plex group, maybe somebody would have to be able to answer that.
There's a lot of parts of Plex that we don't talk about. Like Plex has a thing called Web Tools, where essentially you can grab a lot of Kodi add-ons and use them. But I don't use it. I just use it for my Plex, and if I want Kodi, I use Kodi. But I'm not an IPTV girl. I don't watch sports unless Todd makes me, and that's about it. I mean, most of my family and friends do, but I'm more of a TV series, movie girl. I don't watch live stuff. That's cool to know. I'll tell you.
I have to look into
that. Yeah.
All right, so awesome stuff going on, especially on a day where I've had my note sheet was a quarter of a page.
I was gonna say I thought it was gonna be empty. When I talked to you about, I talked to him a half an hour before the show. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "No idea."
I came up with a few things, and look at Albin helped me out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I always got questions, and I think of some of the questions I know the answer to, but I think that some of the newer people that are coming into here might need to know some of those answers, and I can't explain them as well as either the way as good as both of you two can, because you two are great at it, explaining that people can understand.
We try.
You guys do a great job at it. You really do.
Thank you. Okay. I just saw that Roger said I watch a few shows live, ones that get spoiled on social media. Roger, when I'm watching something that's really, really important, and I know I can't watch it till the next day, I completely avoid social media. I won't read Twitter. I won't. If I see anything that mentions the name of the show I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, I'll just skip past that.
Yeah.
And yes, Tony, I can hold my liquor. Class number 5.
Yeah, in the right hand. That's how she can hold her liquor.
Now look, I'm not even shaking or anything.
Not even slurring.
I haven't even had dinner yet. And it's
I know.
After 7.
Yeah. Jeez Louise, you better tighten up around there. Okay, so thank you for everyone being on there. Do you guys got anything, Albin, anything you want to finish up with before we roll out?
No, thanks for having me. I love hanging out with you guys, even everyone out in the side chat there. You guys are hilarious. I hope to see you guys on Wednesday. Don't forget,
what's happening Wednesday?
Wednesday is the Player Pass show. We're watching. We're watching.
Perfume.
Perfume and Heartbreak.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge. Sorry, I'm
Wrong
been
movie.
hanging out with
We're
Todd
thinking
too
about the
often.
Clint Eastwood movie there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That was a good one though.
that was a good one too.
Yeah, and come on out. We're there the same time that we're here right now, 5 o'clock Eastern, and was it 10 o'clock
Okay, time.
UK
Yeah.
UK time?
And then that would be 2 o'clock West Coast time.
Yeah, 2 o'clock West Coast time. So yeah, we have a ball.
Those in
really.
Cali.
Come on out and watch us.
We're all over the place.
Try to watch the movie even if you get a chance. And,
I'm actually looking forward to watching those two because I saw
Yeah.
Hacksaw before, and I didn't like the beginning, and then I loved the end. So now with a new perspective, I want to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
And Perfume, actually looked pretty good. I hate your guts. Make you watch
Listen,
shit.
I pick good movies, don't I?
You do.
know.
You're two for two so far.
Two.
Even if
Isn't
we
that big
have
more
It's
than
been
two?
two. It's been Capernaum and then
Capernaum.
Origins.
I Origins.
I Origins. Yeah.
See, and Andrew is
Yeah.
0 for 2.
No,
Yeah.
he was 2 for 2. He's 2 for 2.
No, on my
He had
books,
4.
0 for 2.
Oh.
The faculty.
No, he had
was
4.
last week.
He had 4.
No, he had 4.
He
Yeah,
said,
no, but okay, wait, hold on. What were the other two? Okay, he cheated with Shaun of the Dead because that was
Pursuit of Happiness.
okay. That was
Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's
He's been 2 for 2.
2 for 2 essentially, but I mean he was riding on my coattails with Hot Fuzz when he went Shaun of the Dead.
Jeez, you won't even give him that.
Nope.
Poor guy. So yeah, this is I will post
My pop list, yeah,
this is the pop list.
on
So
track.
if you have a tracked account, you can put that information in there, add that
There
in
you go.
to your track. So you've got this is the Perfume and Hacksaw, which we added. You can see they were added on they'll be the next show.
Yeah, I
These
have
were
it so that if you guys add it to your Kodi, all you gotta do is like the list and add it. Well, the first two are always next week's movies.
Why don't you just scroll up so you can show them where to like the list? Because we say it to a lot of people. A lot of people don't know where
Yeah,
the
all you do is click like,
I know.
The thumb up.
Right.
Thumbs up.
and then it'll add it to your track list. And then in Kodi, if you just open your like lists, you can add it as a widget or not as a favorite. But the first two movies will always be next week's movies, so you never have to go through and figure out which one you got to watch.
Yep.
Right. Oh yeah, it does make it really easy to keep up with it, and there's a lot. And again,
And you can see all the
Andrew
movies you
said-
watched.
He said I went easy, but hey, Nebraska, I thought that was a reach. I was nervous. It was a great movie, but I was nervous that some people are going to hate it.
Yeah, these are all the movies that we watched from the beginning. So, and in order. So
Yeah.
you can see where we started and
Yeah. Oh my God, Guns Akimbo. Ugh.
I liked that. I liked that
I
one.
did not like
Felt
it.
like it
That was a
comic
pass.
looking.
That was a hard pass by me.
That was fun. Actually, you know what? I think soon we are going to have a couple of movies that might be worth watching, new ones. The Old Guard, Charlize Theron, that's coming out soon. It's on Netflix apparently, and it looks good, and it's supposed to be pretty good. I saw a guy who's really, really tough critic give it 8 out of 10. So
Okay. All right.
Jarga Pastor. I got
is that actual Spanish?
That was our Spanish one.
That's your mandado.
Flecha
Mandado.
Mandado. And that was in Shaun of the Dead too, or no, Hot Fuzz.
You're hilarious.
Mandado.
No, it wasn't friggin' Spanish.
Mandado.
They were essentially like cultish. It was probably like Latin or something friggin' weird. It wasn't Spanish. Happy 4th, everybody, tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you.
Be good,
Same,
stay
everyone.
safe, wear a goddamn mask. Because you know what?
Yeah.
I would love to go down and visit the love of my life in the U.S., but I can't because you guys are out of control. So get your shit together so I can come visit you.
We're out of control.
I'll send my
guys-
plane.
You guys are out of control.
I'll send my plane for you.
Yeah,
Oh
do
my
it.
God, Aubin, I love you. Did you know that I love you?
I love it. Send it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Blue, anything else you want to close the show?
No. That was fun. I'm definitely gonna drink more next week. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned something. I don't know a lot, but I will share the little that I do know.
Yeah, you know a lot.
The Popo's coming.
Yeah.
Right, so,
Is that Aubin's place?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. You know, they're saying that I got the cops coming, but I'm looking. I don't see them. There's no smoke. But
Could
Never
be just
know, yeah.
ambulance. It could be ambulance. All ours sound the same, like fire,
Yeah.
ambulance.
he's
Please.
in New York.
Yep.
Again, thanks for y'all watching. Thanks for Aubin. Thanks for joining. Blue, thanks for joining. I thank everybody that joined on the side chat. I mean, we were up to 75, 76 at some point when I actually mentioned Pop the first time, and Andrew noticed that we gained two people because I mentioned Pop. So again, next Wednesday, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock UK time. Want you guys to join. Thanks for coming on here. Thanks for hanging out with us. And you know what? Just be good out there. Try to be nice to people. And streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you. And we'll see you Wednesday and then Friday.
Friday.
Later on.